Hi, so if you've come to this video, I just want to make three things clear. Number one, there is no easy way to make money, okay? First of all, and just remember that. Second, this is not going to be one of the videos where you understand, okay, here is how to get clients, here is how to do this. No, that's technically much more easier than the third part, which I'm going to talk about. If you don't want to put in the work, log off right now. But if none of these three things apply to you, let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about how to build anything, right? It could be an AI automation agency, it could be a digital marketing agency, it could be any kind of an agency. But we're going to talk about how to actually build if you are building something for the long term. Okay, we're not going to focus on some quick hacks that you can do. We're going to talk about real stuff that you can actually implement on. Okay, so let's start. Now, very simply, again, we're going to talk about it from a perspective of AI. So if you want to help people build AI solutions, here is the step-by-step process. Number one, you have to learn. If you want to be the top 1% of whatever you are trying to build, you have to learn. You have to really learn a lot. What do I mean by learning? You have to learn how to build solutions, right? When you're talking about learning how to build solutions, you need to learn softwares that you need to use. So maybe like VoiceFlow, Make, Zapier, or another 10 different softwares that I can list down, but very simply, etc. And learn them. Learn how to use these tools and learn them well. Don't learn them trying to find a solution when you are in the middle of the build process. Learn them properly. Build a couple of examples. Build examples to learn. Okay, learning is difficult. Remember that. Learning is supposed to be difficult. It's not supposed to be that, okay, just you open up the tool and in day one you will figure it out. No, it's going to take you a week to learn any of these tools decently. Even I'm not talking properly, like just to get a hang of it. After that, you have built a couple of things. You have built some kind of work on that. Then you will be okay with that. So be okay with learning. If you're not okay with learning, don't try to do any of this. It does not make sense for you to do it. Okay. So step one is learning. If you are able to learn something properly, then we come to the next part on how do you actually apply these things that you've learned about, right? So now when I'm talking about learning here, I'm talking a lot from perspective of technical learning. You need to learn how to use these tools, but we are going to talk about the second part to this. Okay, how do you apply this learning, right? So application of learning. Now, if you're someone who is not coming from business background, who is not coming from understanding even how basic things work, I would suggest you to just look around. Literally, just look around. Because if you start looking around, you'll start seeing problems and you can think about the ways that you can help people solve these problems using technology. So for example, very simplest example is McDonald's have these ordering machines, right? So there used to be a huge queue when you enter McDonald's. You have to go and order. But now McDonald's have these ordering machines. If you don't know about them, I can just probably pull that up. And it should not have it done. Like if you just see this ordering machines, this is something that you would have seen. McDonald's have this machine to solve a lot of problems. One of them is literally just to help people order more and also order faster and everything and have more control over their order. I love this. I don't tend to order anything crazy. I just like to order what I want. I like, just have a couple of customizations on that without being tried to scam into some new meal or something else. Okay, but that's one. But they found a problem and they applied learning to it on how technology can help them. Okay, so first of all, look around, think about what problems you can solve. Because if you're thinking of just like, okay, I'll go to some business and I'll tell them I'll solve your problem, and you have zero clue on how actually a problem gets solved, what are the steps that people need to take, then really you need to think it through. Are you even capable of solving problems? If you have not done this before, if you have not solved problems, you are not going to apply anything that you learn. So first things, try to find some problems. You can look around, there are going to be hundreds of problems that you can solve. So for example, if you see a store that is close to you, a barber shop, maybe they have a booking system. Try to create a simple booking system for free for them using any of the tools that I've mentioned or any of the tools that you can Google or use ChatGPT or AI to use it. Okay, so again, look around for problems and apply that. What will this help you with? Have a simple portfolio, right? You will have some proof of work, right? You would have learned better, and that's super important, right? Very simply, you would have learned a lot better. Because right now, if you're not able to learn, and if you have just learned based on watching tutorials, building some stuff, does not make sense. You have to actually apply that learning, and once you apply that learning, then you become a much better, because you have taken something that you learned in theory and applied it to a real life application, and finally able to deliver some kind of value on that. Application of learning only makes sense if you are able to deliver value. Okay, so deliver value through application. That's it. If you are able to do these two steps well, and these two steps for a decent amount of time, I would simply say if you are starting to learn something, it is going to take you a couple of weeks. So this will technically take you 2 weeks. Okay. Application of learning, if you have not done this before, will take you at least 3 to 4 weeks. If you are doing this less than that, either you are a genius or you are lying to yourself. That means, what does application of learning mean? Finding some problem to solve, going ahead and solving it, finally seeing how the test results play out, and then improving your skills based on that. That's at least a 3-4 things. Again, if you're better, faster, and smarter than everyone else in the world, you would be able to do that, and then you don't need this video. But I believe, most of us just need to learn through the process. So again, this is the process. Then once you've done this learning part of things, once you've done the application of learning part of it, what do you have at the end? You have two beautiful things. Okay, and let me just open this, and I'm just going to put this here. This is technically your proof of work. Okay, if I show you that, this is your proof of work. You are able to show someone that you have done some kind of work for some stuff which you are able to ask for. You have proof of work. This is more valuable than anything else right now. If you're just starting out, this is more valuable than everything else that you're building. So proof of work is super important. Super important. Okay. Once you have proof of work, let's come to the next part, which is actually trying to find people, right? That's one question that I every time get asked, Akshat. How do I find people who need my services? First of all, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that you have to find people. I believe that you have to build enough value, build extreme amount of value for people to find you, right? And this is, nobody's going to say this. Everyone is going to say you DM people, LinkedIn, and XYZ. You don't need to. If you're ready to put in the work, you don't need to find people. People will find you. Again, and I'm not saying this from any place of arrogance. It's just that build good work, build a great product, build a great solution, and people will come to you. It will take time. It's not going to be easy, but you will get there. So let's put this in perspective, okay? Make people find you, right? How do you get this? Now, very simply, first of all, if you have not done the above two parts, you can't come to this. It's step 1, step 2, step 3, okay? Make people find you. Here, showcase your work. Showcase your work on social media. Literally, anything that you've built, go and put it on social media, okay? Second, when you are going on these social medias, comment on other people who have built cool stuff. Okay, so very simply, if people have built cool stuff, go ahead and comment on them. Again, social media, right? Simple. Instead of just doom scrolling, actually focus on building cool stuff and commenting on stuff that you want to. Finally, if you still want to Akshat, I still want to I've not been able to reach anyone, do it for long enough. You should be technically posting for at least, and this might come as a shocker for you, for all the people who think this is just quick, this is not going to be quick. It is not supposed to be quick. It is supposed to take time, because if it was quick, if it was for everyone, if it was everyone could get hundreds and hundreds of different people who want their services, nobody will be watching these videos, nobody will be building these videos, right? Every guru who is telling you that this should not happen or this is not what it is supposed to be, you can just sell stuff very quickly. Don't do that. Do it for something for long term. Build things and make people find you. So for that, technically posting for at least 6 to 8 weeks. Create good content. That could be replying to people, that could be commenting on stuff, that could be anything. Again, technically post for at least 6 to 8 weeks. If you do it for 6 to 8 weeks with your work, with trying to build solutions, that does not mean that we stop building portfolio, we stop building the applications. It all needs to happen in parallel. It all needs to happen together. So once you start doing this, you start posting for 6 to 8 weeks, I would just say this: it is impossible for not even a single person to reach out to you. It is impossible if you do it for long enough. If you do it for 6 to 8 weeks, you'll find at least one person who will say, can you do this for me, right? And that is something that you can apply to any of these. You don't need to apply this to AI automation agency. You can apply this to digital marketing. You can apply to this, or you can apply to any kind of service that you want to provide. It comes down to literally this: learn, application of learning, making people find you, 3 steps. And then technically, you don't stop here. You just take this and attach this here, and I want to technically just move this here, and this kind of creates a loop. Hopefully, again, bad diagram, but very specifically, that's the loop. You can just keep doing this over and over and over again. And if you are able to do that over and over again, you will be able to just get enough value. You will be able to get enough people who will be interested to work with you. You will be super interested to work with them, and it will be great synergy. Nobody talks about this enough. There are no hacks. There is nothing special that anyone can teach you that is not available on internet already. So go ahead and do these three things. So literally, when I say that this is something that nobody will teach you, because the point is this is the unsexy way of doing work. This is the stupid way of doing work. So again, think if you want to do this for long term, because if you do all the steps together, how much time will it take you? 2 weeks here, 3 to 4 weeks here, 6 to 8 weeks here. So if I just take the highest amount of weeks that would take, it will take you somewhere around 10, again, unless you are extremely lucky and something goes viral that you have built, and if you're built, you should, it will take you 10 to 14 weeks on average to get something. Right? When I say get something, you might be getting some kind of reference, you might be getting some kind of a client, you might be getting something, but it will take you 10 to 14 weeks on average. 10 to 14 weeks. If you're not ready to commit even that much amount of time, don't even start. Don't even start if you don't have 10 to 14 weeks. That's what you have to commit to. Commit that much amount of time, and you will start seeing results. It might not be crazy. It is not supposed to be crazy. In 10 to 14 weeks, nothing crazy is going to happen. So if you can't even commit for 3 months, don't even start. Try to find something else. I don't know. Listen to the people who are like, again, I got it. You might get lucky in this time. You might get lucky in the 3 months. You might find 10 people who want to take your services in the first week. Who knows? But all I'm saying is this is a realistic timeline. So do it for 3 months. But here is one request. Don't do something if you don't know. As much as I tell you that yes, there is an option that you can learn everything, you can. But don't commit something that you don't have any idea to. For example, if you're going ahead and telling people that I will build you a voice agent, and you have never built a voice agent, it's not going to end up good for you. Really, it's not going to end up good for you. So just please focus on doing something that you have some clue about. I'm not asking you to know 100%. You might know 10%, but be sure of that 10% so that you can find the path to the 90%. There are so many people who will come and say, someone built this and everything, and it does not work anymore now, because the point is the person who was building it did not know what they were doing. Okay, perfect, awesome. Now, with that, I would just say thank you so much for watching the video. I would suggest please like, share, and subscribe, because again, it helps me, and if this video has helped you, I would love that. But if this video hasn't helped you, just go ahead and comment, this is not right advice, and I'm completely fine with that, because I want to learn what would be the right advice for you. Okay, thank you so much. This is a video that I technically wanted to create so that I can refer people to this. But if it helped you and also you are interested to learn more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.